All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, I know the Warriors offseason thus far has felt a little underwhelming. I still think they are making really good moves. Guys, D'Anthony Melton, the dude's a baller, all right? He contributes greatly to winning basketball. Kyle Anderson, great move, great depth piece there. We could be hours away from Buddy Hield officially being a Golden State Warrior. So I get it. Klay Thompson is no longer, the Splash Bros era is over. It feels like the dynasty is over. But guys, Steph Curry is still Steph Curry, and they're better off without Chris Paul. That contract was way too big. But yeah, we're talking about the Warriors offseason thus far because, guys, I'm telling you, man, the two huge moves that they have made thus far, D'Anthony Melton, 1 year, $13-ish million contract, and Kyle Anderson, they're going to help Steph Curry, and they're going to help the Golden State Warriors. And newsflash to the NBA, B-Pod, Jonathan Kuminga, I'm still TJD. I'm still big on Moses Moody, although I'm a little concerned about his future with Golden State because of Golden State. But anyways, nonetheless, let's get into today's video. Geez, before we do, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Dubs talk. If we try and get this video to 100 likes, that would mean the world to me. So let's talk about D'Anthony Melton here, guys. The dude's gonna be perfect. I mean, D'Anthony Melton is literally 1 year, $12.8 million contract via Shams. The good news is he's 26 years old. He's one of the best defensive guards in the NBA. He averaged 1.6 steals per game with Philadelphia last year. He chipped in with over 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and he shot 36% from downtown. But as far as winning basketball goes, this is my point. The Sixers were 10.3 points per 100 possessions better with D'Anthony Melton in the basketball game. That ranked in the 93rd percentile league-wide. All right? So no matter what his fit is, whether it's 3-and-D, support, transition attacker, the lead guard on the second unit, point of attack stopper, he can do everything. And yes, there's a little bit of injury risk there. The reward is very high. I don't view it as all this crazy of a risky move, but yeah, you know what? He does have some injury concerns, dealt with injuries last season. But once again, he's just 26 years old, all right? So this past season, he played in 38 basketball games for the Philadelphia 76ers, but the year before it, 77. The year before it, 73 with Memphis. So I'm not all that concerned about actual injury concerns. Whether it's starting, bench, does not matter. I think he will pair perfectly with whatever unit and whatever basketball players he is playing with. And another guy who's going to do the exact same thing is Kyle Anderson. So you got Kyle Anderson on a 3-year, $27 million contract. Folks, I get it. The dude gets just ragged upon on Twitter because of his not shot selection, but just his shot technique, his mechanics. He's so unbelievably slow. They call him slow-mo. Is really slow shot release. But Kyle Anderson is not a known scorer. All right, the Warriors didn't pick up Kyle Anderson to score. And that's why we're about to talk about Buddy Hield. I really need Golden State to make some type of offensive move because, folks, last year there just were not enough scoring. They're just outside of Steph Curry. Klay Thompson was, just inconsistent. Jonathan Kuminga was inconsistent. They need more scores, which sounds crazy because we're talking about a Steph Curry Golden State Warrior team. So Kyle Anderson is not going to help you out there, but he is a 3-ball away from literally being almost a perfect Warrior basketball player. He's going to be a great role player. He plays at a little bit of a slower pace, but he reads the game so well. He's going to be great for the younger guys. He just plays winning basketball. So you got D'Anthony Melton and you got Kyle Anderson, who can both play defense. They can both rebound. They can both pass. They can both shoot it a little bit. I get Anderson has some shooting limitations. Well, that could be an issue in the playoffs. We'll deal with that if it becomes an issue. I would imagine Kyle Anderson will be coming off of the bench, so I don't even think postseason wise, which I even hate to say this out loud. Frankly, if the Warriors make the playoffs, which I always hope they do, but obviously this past season, we'll deal with that when it comes. So the reason I want to talk about Buddy Hield is because last night around midnight, Golden State looked like they were about to make a move in a sign-and-trade deal with Philadelphia. So Buddy Hield was traded from Indiana to Philadelphia. He did not start many games, and it appeared like there could have been some locker room issues there. I would 100% imagine if Buddy Hield actually ends up being a Golden State Warrior in the next couple of days, if not today, if not by the time this video is freaking released, Buddy Hield is needed on Golden State, but he has to come off of the bench. And they're going to tell him that in this negotiation process. But apparently, according to some Pacers fans and some Sixers fans, him coming off the bench were some issues, caused some issues with him. However, he's a 40% three-point shooter, 40% three-point shooter. Golden State needs more shooters, and they just straight up need more scoring. So Buddy Hield can give me like anything double digits, 15 points per game on 40% off of the bench. He can do a little bit of rebounding. Unfortunately, he's not going to pass much, and he's not going to play the best defense. He's not going to play much great defense. So, it does come with some issues there. But hey, at the end of the day, guys, Golden State needs more scoring. They need more weapons. All right. So finally, Lauri Markkanen actually appears to be a decent chip that Golden State could get. I don't know what the package is going to require. Utah is just a really interesting team, but the report yesterday, we made a video on this channel about it. The Warriors are reportedly going all in on Lauri Markkanen. They're all in on him, all right? They missed out on Paul George because the Clippers were just being stupid. They lost Klay Thompson. They didn't want to pay him $20 million annually, and I hate to say it, man. It might be the best move long term. However, neither here nor there. You could probably get away with draft picks, and I just know Golden State didn't want to trade Kuminga for Paul George, so I don't know why they would trade Kuminga for freaking Lauri Markkanen. But you're getting an all-star. You're getting a 3-level scorer. You're getting a 7-footer who's athletic, great switchability there with Draymond Green. I just feel like with Dre, never really been this crazy scorer. I feel like Golden State could really use a big man scorer. And we know they just need more bigs in general. Like they just need more. They need as many bigs as they can get. It feels like just watching basketball last season, getting out rebounded left and right. Didn't matter who they were playing. They're getting out rebounded. So they need big men. And Lauri Markkanen fits that mold. Back to the trade package, I don't know. Andrew Wiggins, Moses Moody, and a first-round pick. I'm actually a lot bigger on Moses Moody than a lot of Warriors fans are. But considering their, just interest in continuing development and build around Jonathan Kuminga as far as their future goes, I would imagine Andrew Wiggins is, being shopped around, like the reports have said. So I don't think it's Lauri or bust. And by the way, real quick, if Golden State knew that Buddy Hield signing and trading for Buddy Hield, if they knew that would mean that they lose on Lauri Markkanen, they will not make the move. And I think that plays a role into the reason why Buddy Hield is currently not a Golden State Warrior. All right. So that's it for today. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Dubs content. Try and get this video to 100 likes. It would mean the world to me. But let me know your thoughts. Anthony Melton, Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield, Lauri Markkanen. What are your thoughts on the Golden State Warriors offseason thus far? I know it's a little bit underwhelming, but I do think these are winning basketball moves. That's it for me. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. We'll see you soon.